Hey y'all, hey! Hey y'all, hey! Hey y'all, hey! It is What I Eat Wednesday. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna take you through what I eat, but also I did a lot of food prep this week and I'm going to insert the food prep into today's video. So there'll be a lot of food prep and recipe ideas and stuff coming up too. So stay tuned, y'all. Okay, y'all, I have sick kiddos home, so you may hear them in the background, but I am making a few things, doing some meal prep. I cut up some jalapenos, and I usually stuff them with a sausage and cheese mixture and wrap them in bacon, but I also often make buffalo chicken dip, and I thought my buffalo chicken dip would probably be good in these also, so we're gonna make some of each, and we'll see what everybody likes better. I also have a low-carb chicken poppy seed / chicken cordon bleu type recipe that I really like, and I've been wanting to share with y'all, so I'm gonna make that. And then I think we're gonna make some egg casserole and I'm gonna work on my egg loaf bread pudding. So we're gonna do all of that today. So this is the buffalo chicken, and what it is sour cream, cream cheese, and this, you can get canned chicken, any kind of shredded chicken. This is rotisserie chicken from Costco that I shredded up. And then I'm going to add in about ½ cup of hot sauce, ranch dip. Just gonna add a little bit of that. Mix this up well, and then we'll stuff the jalapenos. This is the sausage cream cheese one. It's sausage, cream cheese, a little bit of shredded cheese. And we're just gonna get that all mixed together also. So this is the sausage and cheese mixture. I'm gonna use some of this to stuff jalapenos. This is great, just put in a dish and heat it up with some cheese on top as a dip, just a plain dip. You can stuff mushrooms with this. You can also mix this in with some eggs and make egg cups or egg casseroles with this. This is what the buffalo chicken dip looks like. I will include a recipe down below. I make this all the time. Usually I take a shortcut and make it with canned chicken. This also you could put in a casserole dish and bake with some cheese on top as a dip. You can add blue cheese to this if you want to get that vibe. What I have left over is gonna go into my egg casserole prep. When I prep egg casseroles for the week, I almost always use leftover things from the last week or things that I'm putting in other meal preps. I kind of do that for two reasons. I like to use up leftovers and not have any waste, but also it makes it taste different every week, so it's not the exact same egg casserole for breakfast every day. My one son, he probably would be fine if it was the same every single day, but I like some variety. Let's get back to cooking. The first thing I'm gonna do is just fill these, and then the next step is gonna be wrapping them with bacon. So I'm just gonna go assembly line here. So what I do is I take one piece of bacon and I wrap this. Don't skimp on the bacon, y'all, because if it's not fully wrapped, it's going to leak out and make a humongous mess. It's still gonna make a mess, y'all. It's gonna leak out some, but if you skimp on the bacon and don't roll it really well like this, it'll make a huge mess. So one piece of bacon per half jalapeno. So yeah, it's a lot of bacon. And I just kind of stretch the bacon as I go around, and it usually will fit around just fine. So there's another one, and just keep doing it. So here is what they're looking like. Little jalapenos all snuggled up in their bacon. We're gonna set this to the side and do the buffalo chicken. I do line it with parchment paper just to be safe. There's really probably plenty of grease. You probably don't have to, but I do line it with parchment. I ended up making 3 pans, 1 pan of the sausage and 2 pans of the buffalo chicken. I turn my oven on 400, and as soon as I turn it on, while it's still cold, that's when I put them in, because bacon does better if you start it at a cold temperature. Here we go. So this is the buffalo chicken that I had left over. I'm just gonna mix it with some eggs and some cream, and then we are gonna bake it like an egg bake. Be my chicken cordon bleu. This has rotisserie chicken shredded up, and then I added ham. I'm going to use some chopped onions. I add poppy seeds to this. Toss this all together. Some people like to leave the ham in its own layer on top. I'm not really all that concerned about that. We're gonna make our sauce to pour over the top. I am missing lemon. I have 0 lemon juice, y'all. So you would add an ounce of lemon juice to this. Instead, I'm going to use a little bit of extra white wine. So this is a stick of butter into the blender. This is a block of cream cheese and 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Then any kind of white wine, generally I would use a Chardonnay. We happen to have this rosé open, so that's what we're gonna use. 1. So that's about 2 tablespoons of that. This is a garlic spread I really, really like. I'm just gonna add a little bit, probably like a teaspoon worth. Added all that into my blender. I'm just gonna blend it up. After this is blended, you're just gonna pour it right over the top. The next thing I'm gonna do is crush up some pork rinds. Usually I put these in the food processor and I do a ton at a time and then I just store them and use them as I need them. I'm out right now and I just don't feel like getting out the food processor. I'm gonna use this big roll of parchment paper. Take out some anxiety or some anger and I'll be back. These are smelling good. Out of the oven, I'm gonna put my egg loaves in. I did change the temperature to 350 for my egg loaves. Let's check on this egg. Buffalo chicken egg casserole. I have to show you the behind the scenes. This kitchen, oh, this is why it's good to meal prep and batch cook and then be done, because oh my gosh, this kitchen. Every single surface. Oh my goodness, y'all. So here's the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna add just a little bit of Parmesan cheese to these, and I'm going to add a little bit of the poppy seed. I'm just gonna mix this all together. I got some Swiss cheese from Aldi. They also have a Gruyere at Aldi's. I almost did the Gruyere, but it was $1 more, so we're going with Swiss. So this is about a cup of cheese on top and about half a cup of breadcrumb mixture. You also could mix half the bag of cheese in with the chicken and then put the rest on top. That's what I would do next time. Just because I'd like to use this up, and a little more cheese never hurt anybody. So here's what it's looking like. I am going to put this in my refrigerator and then I will bake it tomorrow, but it's ready this way. Egg loaf out of the oven. Straight out of the oven. These are the chicken, buffalo chicken poppers, and then these are the sausage and cheese puffers. So I cut up my egg loaf into these little squares and just spread it out here on parchment paper. Let's try and make an egg loaf bread pudding. I've tried this once before, it wasn't quite perfect, so I'm trying a different method. After I cut it up into little squares, I greased a ramekin and I put it in. Now we're gonna make our custard that's gonna pour over. Okay, y'all, so 3 eggs, 3/4 a cup of heavy cream. This is 1/4 a cup of the golden Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. This is 3/4 a cup of half and half. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of caramel extract. That was like half a teaspoon, and then we're gonna put half a teaspoon of vanilla. I have my oven on 350. I whipped this up really, really good, and then I measured it into here, 1 cup's worth. I'm gonna pour it over just to see how it works, see if we need all of it. Probably I wanted to double the egg loaf if I used all of this. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I needed to double the egg loaf to make a bigger pan of it for the amount of custard that I made. So I'm just gonna bake it as is, and if it turns out right, the measurements that I give you will be for double the egg loaf so that you have the right amount of custard, if that makes sense. There'll be a recipe down below, but I just wanted to let you know. I'm making this for the first time ever, so I'm kind of just walking you through it. If it turns out really well, I probably should make another video, right? I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna keep going just in case I show you this one. Y'all, this bread pudding, I think it's gonna be good. It smells so freaking good. Bread pudding, I'm gonna let it cool a little bit and then we'll taste test it. This is the bread pudding the next morning, y'all. I forgot to review this last night, but this is what it's looking like when it's cold. The egg loaf bread pudding was really pretty good. My dad, who is not keto in any way, shape, or form, really, really enjoyed it. And he and I both decided it would definitely be better with a little bit of a sauce to be more like a bread pudding, like a rum sauce or a caramel sauce. And I just petered out and didn't make it. Next time I might, I don't know, I may make it tomorrow, but I would definitely suggest a sauce just to get more of that bread pudding feeling if you want it, but it tastes delightful on its own. It's so good. When you reheat it, if you just pour just a little bit of heavy cream over it just to keep it nice and moist is a good idea, but it's quite good. I totally recommend it, and I will write my recipe down below. I'm pretty happy with it. Any of my fellow allergy moms, this Gatorade Arctic Blitz is melon flavored. I just gave a little bit of it to my son who is anaphylactically allergic to watermelon, but I think he's outgrown it, y'all, because I immediately gave him Benadryl, but nothing is happening. Like, nothing is happening. So I think we're okay. Oh my God, what an eventful day. I need a Xanax. Oh my gosh, this is freaking me out. It should say melon flavored. Oh my gosh, y'all. So tell me what you think about the jalapeno poppers, one versus the other.
They're both very good. They're very spicy tonight. The buffalo chicken ones were great, better than the sausage ever.
Really?
Yeah, I love them.
Oh wow, awesome.
They're very spicy tonight though.
Yeah, they were spicy. They were really spicy. My new tummy, yeah, it still doesn't like the spice. I keep trying. Good morning, y'all. It is bright and early. We're headed to the hospital. My little man has some tests today. Colonoscopy and an endoscopy. Fun, fun, fun. So just poured myself a cup of coffee. I'm gonna put some collagen and some half and half in this and a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, and we're gonna get going on this What I Eat Wednesday.
I love you so much.
I love you so much too, buddy.
Love you too. And
We are back from Andrew's test at the hospital. It is about noon and I just heated up 2 of these jalapenos. These are the sausage and cream cheese ones. I'm gonna have these for my lunch, and then about half an hour or so I will start drinking on my Zip Fizz. One of the reasons I do food prep, y'all, yesterday I was feeling pretty good. I got a lot prepped. Today I feel like garbage. We're having like yucky weather and my body hurts so bad. Like all I want to do is lay in a ball in the bed and watch YouTube videos or TV or something. And I'm so grateful that I don't have to cook. It's about 4:30 and I was getting a little bit hungry, so I just went into the refrigerator in this casserole that we made yesterday, and we're just gonna let it cook. I think food prep is helpful for everybody, but for me, because I never know if I'm gonna have a bad fibro day or a good fibro day or how I'm gonna feel, I really need to take advantage of those good days and crank out what I can, and I'm so glad I did. Dinner is served. I made Caesar salad for the kids, and then this casserole smells so good, y'all. So here is what it's looking like. All right, let's try. This is so good. I don't know why I don't make this one more often. So easy and it's so yummy. Recipe will be down below. So that's gonna round out my day, y'all. It is the end of What I Eat Wednesday. I didn't really eat all that much today, but I'm just not hungry, and I got a little over 800 calories and I got 77 grams of protein. So I'll take it. It is what it is. I have not been using my Chronometer app for the last week. I've just kind of been lazy. I've just been eating intuitively, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I'm probably ready to do that, y'all, because I don't think I've been eating enough. I think if I don't record it, then I probably don't eat enough. So I probably need to get back to that. It felt good to not like be measuring and writing out every single thing and putting every single thing in the app, but I don't think I'm far enough out from surgery to not be logging. I definitely find that I stall if I don't get enough. So probably back to that. I did log today just so I could kind of tell y'all what I've had. I'll probably have a cup of hot tea with just a little bit of monk fruit and a splash of heavy cream later tonight to round out my evening. That's kind of been my evening drink as of late. And when I need more protein, I'll add some collagen to that. But I do try and get my protein from meat sources mostly, or you know, eggs, cheese, chicken, beef, those kind of sources, because the amino acid profile is more full, more rounded. If you try to get your protein mostly from shakes and collagen and things like that, you don't get enough of an amino acid profile. I think that's a reason that a lot of people lose hair and things like that. They think they're getting enough protein because number-wise it looks like they are, but if you look at the full amino acid profile, you're missing out on tons of stuff if you're getting your protein through those artificial means, through the processed powders, even if it's bone broth powders, that's a little better. But just the regular protein powders and the collagen, there's lots of benefits to them and they're great, but that needs to be extras, not what we're relying on, if that makes sense. I'll get off my soapbox. I didn't mean to end it like that. It's just what's on my mind because of what I've been doing this week myself. All right, bye y'all. See you tomorrow.